so you're writing that down, right? Okay, so today we're going to switch to, yesterday we did simplifying and multiplying. Today we're going to do dividing, all right? So to divide one rational expression by another, multiply the first expression by the reciprocal of the second expression. Basically what you do is you take this second one and you, oops, I'm not in the pen mode. You take the second one and you flip it and switch it to multiplication. Okay, and then just like we did before, you multiply across the top and across the bottom. Okay, it's no different than what we did yesterday, except we have to flip it first. Okay, then we do the exact same thing we did yesterday. All right, so we slowed down and we're doing 2 days of this just to make sure it solidifies. Okay, you didn't get it? Sorry. Okay, we got it now? All right, so let's go back to 3rd grade again, maybe 4th grade, okay? And we're going to talk about how we divided fractions. So it's the same thing we just talked about. What are we supposed to do to this second one? Flip it, or do the reciprocal would be the mathematical terminology, right? We do the reciprocal, and then we multiply, all right? And then you multiply across the top and across the bottom. However, if there's anything that canceled, I would take it in that step right there. Does anything cancel?
No.
No. Okay, so across the top, what do you get?
6.
And on the bottom? 35. All right, so we've gone back to elementary school and reviewed that. So now let's cut back into high school. Okay? So what I need to do is I need to do what with this first? Flip it or switch it to, or make it the reciprocal. So we've got 2x minus 3 over x plus 2. Oops. Is there anything I can do with that?
No.
Is there anything that I can factor out or cancel?
No.
No. So really what I've got left, I could have probably written it in one, that original line there, is this. Okay, that one was pretty easy. It's not going to be that easy on the homework probably. Okay, that was the baby step to the next step. All right. Okay, let's look at 17. 17's uglier. Okay, so what do we have to do with this second one? Flip it and switch it to what operation? Multiply. All right, so we've got x squared plus 6x minus 7 over 8x squared minus 8x. It is no different now than what we did yesterday. We could connect it, right? Put the parentheses around it. It's no different. Okay, so it's basically the same lesson 2 days in a row. All right, what am I going to do to factor this one on the top? Good. Two numbers that multiply to -7 and add to 6. 7 and -1. Everybody okay with that? Do we need a box? Do we need a box? No, there's no leading coefficient, right? Just making sure we're paying attention. X plus 7, x minus, that's a 1. All right, this x plus 7 just gets written down. What are we going to have to do to this one back here to factor it? Take out an 8x. Okay, I like that. What's left behind?
X minus 1.
Good. All right. What am I going to do now? Cross out the x plus 7 and the x minus 1's. What's left behind on the top? 3 over 8x. Good. Okay. So if we're good at factoring, this should be easy on the next test, right? Okay. Hopefully we'll have your test done Monday-ish. I still have a few people who haven't taken it yet, so. Okay. Let's see what we have left here. 18. Okay, so let me have you guys, I want you guys to try 18 before I change it up in any way. Okay, so everybody's trying 18 on their own. Flip it, factor it, Looks like you got a couple of GCFs.
Yay.
You can do it. All right, let's check it. So let's see. Augustine, what do we have to do first?
Flip it.
Flip what?
Fraction.
Which one?
The one on the right side.
Yeah, the one on the right.
Oh. We have 2 Augustines? Okay. Alright, so we're flipping the one on the right. This one here, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so 4x over 5x minus 20. Alright, and then we've got times x squared minus 6x plus 8 over x squared minus 2x. Alright, so what are we going to do on this top one right here, Alyssa?
On the top right one?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to use negative.
Good. Alright, so everybody, 2 numbers that multiply to 8 and add to negative 6.
Negative 4 and
Negative 4 and?
negative 2.
Good. Okay, so we got x minus 4 times x minus 2. Excellent. All right, John, what are we going to do on this piece right here? Or this piece right here, sorry. What do you need to take out first? What's your greatest common factor in there?
5.
Good. All right, so what's left behind, everybody?
X minus 4.
Good. All right. And then, let's see, right here, Robert, what do we need to do?
We're going to do x.
What
Yeah, x minus 2 and then x plus 2.
Not quite. Is there a greatest common factor in there?
No. Wait. Oh, yeah, x.
X. Okay, so take out the x. What's left behind, everybody? X minus 2. So if you didn't get something right, make sure you're writing it down correctly now. Okay, that's why it's good to do your notes in pencil, right? So if we make a mistake. Sometimes teachers like pens, so you can go back and see your mistakes, but your notes, remember, is your Bible when you get home, right? You want to make sure you're there and look at something that's correct in your notes, okay? All right, what am I going to do now?
Cross out.
What are we crossing out?
X minus 4. X minus 2.
Anything else?
No.
The X.
The x. So we're left behind with 4 over. That one was good. We got to cross almost everything, right?
Almost.
All right. Wait till you get to calculus and you do a page of work and your answer's 0.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's great. Okay, let's look at 19. 19's just a little bit longer, I think. I don't think it's any harder. Okay. It might be we got leading coefficients, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. So I'm going to take this second one, and what do we do with it, everybody? Flip it. Good. And some of you are going to get to the point where we probably, as you're flipping it, you also do the factoring at the same time. I'm not going to write that part quite yet, okay, since this is still kind of new to us. All right, again, we could extend the fraction bar. It's basically a simplifying problem yet again. Okay, I'm going to keep the x minus 5. All right, what do we need to do with this piece right here? The magic x, so two numbers that multiply to 4 and add to negative 5.
-4 and -1.
Good. Do I need a box? Why do we need the box? Okay. Good. I like and again, this is all scratch work off to the side, right? 2x squared and 2, and then negative 4x and negative x. All right, what times what is 2? Okay, where does the 2 have to go, the top or the side? Good, because it divides into the 4, whereas the 1 doesn't, or it doesn't divide into the negative 1. All right, 2x divides negative 4 how many times? Negative 2. 1 divides negative x how many times? Check it. Negative 1 times negative 2 is? 2. So we've got x minus 2 times 2x minus 1. Okay, now let's go to the denominator. Let's look at this piece right here. What do we have to do there?
Take out 9x.
Okay, take out a 9x, I like. What are we going to be left behind with?
X minus 2.
Good. Okay, now let's go to this last piece. Let's find a different color. This piece right here, what do I have to do? Before I do the box, I have to do the magic x. Okay, so two numbers that multiply to 4 and add to negative 5.
-4 and -1.
What happened? Did we do something wrong on the
Yeah,
top?
you forgot to flip it.
I'm looking at the wrong one, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should be looking at that one. I went up too high, didn't I? My eyes went too far. Okay, so we got to fix that. All right. Yeah, let me fix that all up. Let's erase that there. Okay, let's try that again. I'm like, that looked way too familiar. Oh, I'm on a highlighter now. What happened? Okay. Let's see. We've got two numbers that multiply to 10 and add to negative 11. What's that?
-10 and -1.
All right. Do we need a box?
Yes.
Why?
Because there's a denominator.
No, because there's a leading coefficient. No, it's not. Two totally different things. Denominator on the bottom, leading coefficient in front of x squared. Okay? So two numbers that multiply, so we've got 2x squared and 5 and negative 10x and negative 1x. All right. What times what is 2? 2 and 1. Where's my 2 got to go? Top or side? Side. Good. How many times does 2 divide negative 10?
5. -5.
How many times does x divide negative 1x?
1.
Good. Negative 1 times negative 5 is
5.
5. So we've got x minus 5 times 2x minus 1. All right, here comes the fun part.
Yeah.
What do we get to do now?
Cross out.
What are we canceling?
Everything.
X minus 2. What? Anything else?
2x minus 1.
What's left in the numerator?
1.
1.
1. Be careful. I don't think I brought it up in this class, but I know I brought it up in my other one. One of the wrong answers on the test, if this was multiple choice, I guarantee 9x would be one of the answer choices. Why would we put that as a wrong answer choice?
Because the denominator.
Well, because people will forget to write down the 1 on the top. Okay? So if you see this one, that's not as an answer choice. That's not correct. Okay? You have to have the 1 in the top. The other one that people like to put on the top is 0, so 0 is a good wrong answer. Okay? All right, let's try one more. Okay, and then we will send you off on your homework, and I will come stamp. All right, what do we need to do with the second part, everybody?
Flip it.
Flip it.
Flip it and switch the operation to what? Multiplication. All right, so switching to multiplication, we've got x squared minus 6x plus 8 over x squared minus 2x. All right, again, I could connect it. I could turn it into a simplifying problem. It's no different than what we did yesterday. All right, in this first thing right here, what am I going to have to do? X. So two numbers that multiply to negative, what's 6 times 15?
290.
Is it 90? And add to 1.
1.
Don't think too hard about that.
Make it too hard.
10 and 9, so -10 and 9.
We good? Everybody okay with that? All right.
Yeah.
Do we need a box?
Yes.
Why?
Because the leading
Leading coefficient, good. So we've got 6x squared and negative 15, and then 10x and negative 9x. All right, what times what is 6? 3 and 2. Where does my 3 have to go?
Top.
Top, good, and 2 on the side. How many times does 2 divide 10?
5.
How many times does 3 divide negative 9?
Negative 3.
And check it, negative 3 times 5 is? Good. Alright, so we've got 3x plus 5 times 2x minus 3. Alright. Let's look at this one right here. Okay. So what do I need to do for that one?
Magic X.
Good. Two numbers that multiply to 8 and add to negative 6.
Negative 4 times 2.
Okay, do we need a box? Nope. So x minus 2 times x minus 4. Do I do anything with the 4x squared? Nope, write it down. Okay. What about this right here? What do I have to do to factor the x squared minus 2x?
Take out the x.
Take out an x. What's left behind?
X minus 2.
Good. All right, what cancels out?
X minus 2. Minus 2.
Nothing else, right?
Yeah.
This one wasn't very satisfying, was it? We didn't get to cross much out. It's pretty ugly, but we're going to leave it. Do not try to foil that all back together, okay? Be lazy, all right? So it's going to be 4x what in the denominator?
Cube.
Cubed, because we got to multiply the x squared and the x. Okay? All right. I want you to go ahead and look on Haiku. The assignment is written there. It is still the same worksheet as yesterday, okay? So you're basically going to do the last 6 problems on that worksheet, okay? You've got a lot of time right now. So you could be doing any of the homework from this week. Technically, all the homework is due by Monday, okay? I'm going to come around and stamp.